We had been blessed with good weather on our New Zealand journey so far, but now our luck had turned. It rained and rained for days. All rivers rose and we struggled to figure out what to do. We were advised to try a river that drained from a lake. And so we did. We jumped in the car and drove 1 hour to check it out. Okay, so we made it to the river. It's been an hour of driving. Most of the stream that we passed, they are murky. But we drove a little bit further upstream and we saw a car with some fishermen getting ready to fish. We asked them what their plan was, and yeah, we just talked to them. People here in New Zealand are super nice. You can just talk to them and they will tell you where the fishing is good and everything like that. At least the ones we met so far, so we're happy about that. But they said they fished this river yesterday and it was clear, visibility was nice and all good. So meaning that today is going to be even better. It's one more day away from the rain. And yeah, they said they saw some nice fish. Let's hope we see some nice fish too. And Tua is preparing some food. We're just gonna eat that and then we're ready to hit the river and get this episode going. So yeah, we made it to the river. It doesn't really look that good. It's actually quite murky. It just looks big and rapid. Tua already started heading upstream, so I guess we need to try, so we'll head upstream. So this is terrible. It's just a lot of the white algae. I think it's called Didymo or something like that. I don't remember the exact name, but it's really floating down the river everywhere. It looks nasty. It's so bad that I don't even want to cross the river to get it all on my shoes and tights and pants and all of that. I know there is a spring creek on the other side, but I don't really feel like crossing. Also, the river is big, so it's not an easy crossing. Tua wanted to try some blind casts, but I think really it's better to just leave it and do something else. I'll try to suggest for Tua to try the lake. So what do you think?
This is hopeless. There's too much algae. Is that what it's called? Algae?
Algae.
Huh?
Algae.
Algae.
I propose...
For each cast we take, the fly just gets covered in the algae. You can even see it in the river if you film in the river.
Yeah. Terrible.
So I don't know if we'll jump in the car and drive to another place.
Yeah, I suggest we try the lake.
Yeah.
Since we're close.
Yeah.
We headed up to the lake. Actually the same lake that this river drained from. Our plan was to walk the shoreline looking for fish cruising in the shallows, but it turned out it was a lot of wind and difficult to spot fish.
So we just saw a rise and it's too little space for me to cast, so Webber is doing a snake roll and we'll see if...
it's perfect. It was right there. It looked like an okay fish.
Oh! It was big, wasn't it?
It was big.
I think you were just...
I think that...
It was jumping that direction, so maybe.
Yeah. The fish never took the fly, but we saw quite a lot of big rainbows jumping out in the waves. Now even the clouds came and the wind came and... Oh, it's really not our day today. Tua is happy because she's just walking around and practicing her snake roll, and it's going well, so it's good for her. It's tight, the back cast here, but she's able to wade like 5 meters. That makes everything a lot easier. You get a good feeling with the snake roll, but it's good practice, because when she come back home to Norway she will have the bush like I have it, like no space, and when you need to do a snake roll then it gets more difficult, but the practice is great. Yeah. Tuva caught the smallest fish that we have seen on New Zealand so far.
Yeah.
I knew small fish existed on this island. It was a small fish, but it was a start. We kind of wanted to catch a fish for dinner that day, as we planned on camping by the lake, and the only food we had was noodles. So we kept casting and casting, but it didn't really go our way. Tuva, was it on your fly? Why didn't you catch it? So we didn't catch any fish at all, meaning that we'll eat noodles. If you see now, since the wind died in this little bay here, it's very easy to spot. If anything would be cruising by, we would see it. So maybe later tonight we're just gonna watch out there, see if something cruises by, or maybe tomorrow morning if we're lucky. Right. How is your eggs and noodles?
Oh, it's coming along.
It's coming along.
Yes.
So we wonder if one of the fish today was on Tuva's fly or not. We just check the film, try to play it back. You're gonna see this in better screen obviously, but there you see the fish. And go slowly. It's actually possible to see that it takes the fly and it opens its mouth in mid-air and spits the fly again. And when you do the strike, is way after the fish.
Because here it spits this out. We can probably zoom it in. You can actually see the fly here.
Let me see.
The fly is right here.
So there it already spit it out.
Yeah.
But it's a really good fish. I would say it's a nice rainbow.
Oh, come on.
A male.
Yeah, and here I do the strike. And then the fly is long gone.
But it's encouraging for tomorrow. Let's hope we get the weather to... anyways, even if it rains like crazy.
They're here. They're cruising around the edge here.
The edge, yeah.
So...
try again tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
We woke up to a beautiful quiet morning in a dense forest. It had been raining all night, but slowly the forest came to life. I flew up the drone and immediately saw a fish on a sandy spot. Then I saw another one, and another one. I tried to fish for them a while, and Tuva filmed with a drone, but I couldn't make any of them take my fly. Then the wind came, and all of a sudden it was impossible to see anything.
We had agreed that all the jumping rainbows we had seen the day before was actually chasing dragonflies. Soon as the sun came out, they were all over the water, cruising close to the surface. Just like this one, crossing over my fly. We put on the closest we had to a dragonfly and started blind casting.
That's it. Nice rainbow. Cool, congrats, finally.
Took a while.
After 2 I released that fish, we saw remainings of a freshly hatched dragonfly nymph. And as we moved 10 meters down the bank, we suddenly saw a large trout cruising the shallows.
Oh, I see it. It's swimming towards you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it didn't want it.
It didn't want it.
It's big.
Where is it? Is it still around?
Yeah.
Where is it swimming? Where can I stand here or?
Yeah.
Okay, where is it going? I need to know when.
To the left.
Huh? To the left. Okay. So I'm just standing here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really see it. That fish didn't want anything to do with us, and it was actually the 3rd time that happened that day. They seem to be really tricky in the shallow water.
Hmm?
It's a lot of activity, just 50 to 100 meter down.
You mean fish jumping?
Yeah.
So what's the technique you're going for with your hands right there?
This is called the hand twist. It's technique I learned as a child, which is true from my dad. Since the dragonflies, they are like predatory nymphs, so to say. They eat like mayfly nymphs and other nymphs, and they have this cool ability to shoot out water through like their body, like a little jet. For that reason, they're often swimming really slow, but sometimes they do like yoop, and then they do like yook. It's a typical movement of a dragonfly. Shook. And they're quite fast swimmers. If you catch one and you throw it in the water, you will see it. Sometimes you see it shoot down for the bottom like shook, shook. So let's see if it works. The nymph that I put on the largest one that I have, just to try to imitate the dragonfly nymph because they are big. But it's a little too skinny, this one. It's really just a huge mayfly nymph. But we'll see.
Oh, that was a long cast. But the fish that we just saw jump was maybe a bit further out.
Didn't really see which way it jumped.
Oh, great! Woo!
Nice!
Way warmer.
Yep.
Woo!
Yeah, it's smaller than yours.
Yeah.
Not really too bad. Like that. So I'll show the fly first. The fish can rest a little. It's happy in there. So there it is. This is just the largest nymph that I had.
Yeah. Nice. And it worked.
It worked.
Did the job.
Could look like a damsel nymph too. Just put some dry clothes on, and Tuva is packing the tent, and that's it for today. It's been a cool day. We finally cracked the code of the rainbows. Tuva, do you want to say something to your audience before I cut this episode?
Subscribe. And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.